Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put a stick of butter in here. And, well, unfortunately I'm substituting right now. But we're going to do a stick of butter. Put that in here. And just have it like on medium-high heat. Put some onions in here. 2 diced onions. And we're going to do 3 scoops of minced garlic. And what we're going to do is just stir this up until the butter is melted, so we can get the onions real soft and tenderized, I guess. That's what she normally does. So let me do this, and I will be back to show you the rest steps that need to be done. Thanks. Alright, so let that stir this for like a minute or two. What we're going to do, have a half a cup of flour, pour that in. And we're going to shake some salt in here. You can shake it until you want to continue shaking it, but stir this for a little while until it starts getting bubbly. Once it gets bubbly, then you add I'll show you what to do after the other ingredients. So we'll be back again. Alright, so I recommend you turn down the heat from medium-high to medium because it sticks real quickly. So what we're going to do, put in chicken broth. 2 cups of chicken broth, just put it in. We're going to do 2 cups of milk. And you stir that for 1 minute, and just so it won't stick together. Then what we're going to do is, stir this for 1 minute. Oops, sorry, I forgot the redirection. That helps sometimes. So we're going to stir this for 1 minute, and just to break this down a little bit, so it won't get all clunky. Because it's getting real clunky right now, so I'm just going to make sure I stir this pretty good. So let me stir this and I'll be right back. Alright, so make sure you constantly stir this because it will get clunky very, very quickly. So just make sure whenever you do it, you stir it a lot. So what we're going to do is, the next step is putting in the spices. So we have pepper, basil, and I think it's oregano, I think it is. We're going to put that in. Also, we're going to use a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and just stir that while you're putting it in. And I have a little bit remaining in our thing, so I'm just going to put it in just to get rid of it, so we don't have it, so we can use it. The last step is to put in 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. So we're using 2%. You can use whatever cheese you want to use, but we're going to put that in. Stir this for a while until the cheese melts and everything, and we will be right back. Okay, the last thing I forgot to mention with the when you put all the stuff together is to take it off the heat and when you stir it, because it gets real sticky. So what we're going to do now is ricotta cheese. We have some chicken. We just bought some chicken from the grocery store. Easier to do than doing it ourselves. So we're going to do 2 cups of ricotta cheese in here. And that's about 2 cups. And what we're going to do, we're just going to mix all this up together. So it's just going to take a little while. So let me get this mixed up together, and I will show you what needs to be done next. Thanks. Alright, so what we're going to do now is all of the stuff that we've been stirring. we're going to put it in the bacon dish. You also want to do is spray it down as usual. So we're going to just use a third of this to layer the bottom. It smells very, very good, and I usually don't like cooking, but it smells very, very good. So we're going to use that to layer the bottom. Also, we're going to use this here, lasagna stuff. We're going to use 3 of them, just put them across. May have to use 4, but let's see. Yeah, we'll use 3. That'll be fine. So, then what we're going to do, once you have that layered, then after you have the cheese, the ricotta cheese and the chicken mixed together, what you're going to do is just put it on top. So, you probably want to find a better way of dumping it than I'm doing, but I'll get the job done. I'll spread it across later. But, so let me get that done and spread it across, and I'll be right back. Alright, so once I have it spread it across, I had to use my hand, so that was the best way of spreading it across. We're going to use 3 noodles again to evenly go across here again. And what we're going to do is our salts. We're going to get some, use maybe like a 1/4 of it or something. And spread this across here. And you can just get that to spread it evenly so it can make it look pretty so you don't use all of it up. Alright, cool. So that is done. So once that is done, we get our spinach. So we use 10 ounces of spinach and just spread it across. So let me get this done and I will be right back. Alright, so the next step is mozzarella cheese again. We're going to use 2 cups of that. And what we're going to do is just spread it across. So, yeah, let's just spread this across here. It's going to be very cheesy. And if you don't like cheese, then I would recommend you don't make this dish. So that is done. The next step is a 1/2 cup Parmesan cheese, and just spread that. Although I could probably just dump it, I'm just going to use my hands since I've been doing it already. Since it's my first time making this dish. Kind of first time really cooking too, so that is done. The next step is we're going to layer this once again, 3 noodles. Once that is done, we're going to spread the rest of this over here. Spread the sauce again. So just try to get it even as much as you can. So, yeah, get it as much as you can. Make sure you cover all your cracks here. So you don't have, and once you have it in here, you can actually spread it, so to guide it across here to spread it here a little bit better. So, yeah, just make sure everything is covered so you can have it actually cook. So, let me finish spreading this here just a second, and I will tell you it needs to be, I'm kind of a little particular about covering up everything. But so once that's done, we're going to use some parsley to sprinkle across here. crust, so I don't want to come up. Well, I remember the last time I did this, I kind of spilled the entire thing one time, so be patient and just sprinkle this thing. Alright, I'm tired of sprinkling that, so that'll be enough. So what we're going to do is put some more Parmesan cheese on the top, sprinkle this over, and try to get this as much even as you can. So, let's see. Okay, so that's good enough. So the other thing, the last thing you do, you preheat your oven to 350 for 35 minutes. So, well, 35 to 40 minutes. Sorry, I forgot to look at the directions lesson again. I thought it was 35. But that would be it. So I will let you know what it looks like once it comes out. Alright, so it's out of the oven. It cooked for, well, you probably need to do 30 to 45 minutes. So we did 45 minutes. So this is what it looks like. And hopefully we'll cut it up here pretty soon and let you know how it tastes.